你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Xiao Zhan embarks on a new path. Good news has been repeatedly spread in the industry and has achieved brilliant results and a new situation in the career. Wedge, autumn is high and fresh, and a white cloud falls in the sky. Scorching August, the lost youth waited for the washing of fate again and again. The bad news is reported anywhere and anytime across the country. Since early autumn, it seems that people haven't slept for a whole day. The Big V spread channel is appalling every day. An incident of chills in the back occurred. Upset everyone doing things. The rhythm of simple life. In the entertainment industry, the scandal of male artists spreads the humiliation of the industry. There is no turmoil in the workplace, no open and secret fights. Without capital to fuel the flames, how can there be pollution from actors who lack quality education? In comparison of positive and negative, Xiao Zhan became a uniquely good young man. This year, the domineering return, with full of brilliance, through the thorns, cross the moral defense line and embark on a new path. New brands are constantly looking for him to cooperate, intermittently visit the door. Applause at home and abroad. The merchants who come here are always at the helm for him. Forward, it takes thousands of miles to set off. Let go of the resentment in my heart. It's totally impossible to rely solely on willpower. The Chinese entertainment circle, which has always been based on hegemonism, gradually reduced the echo of the surface. 2021, inner integrity, positive energy youths who are magnanimous have received the most common care in history today, the 19th business spokesperson announced. In the era of rapid cultural development, it is important to have a bedding product that is urgently needed. Motivated people are loved by everyone. Tens of thousands of people suspect that negative psychology has intensified. After a year and a half of wind and rain, my career has been revived. Xiao Zhan was once again recognized for his value. Good news has been repeatedly spread in the industry to create brilliance. The rest of my life has not been broadcast. Topics occupy the entire network. New materials are coming. At the same time topped the list of Asian film and television dramas. Under the popularity of IP culture, the interim financial report on Duluo continent, this broadcast broke 5.4 billion. High-quality works that are jealous of overseas audiences are well-known top-notch care. Endless good news. For myself, this is a flourishing trend and cannot be ignored. We witnessed the boy we like tree, establishing goals, sweat the sweat of dreams and sail. 1. Trekking and wading through mountains and rivers. Bring small ideals in exchange for a bumper harvest. Don't slow down before the end. The mission is not completed. Don't slack off at the end. Don't do it for the immediate gains and losses. Abandon the entire ocean. People for their own selfish desires. Sometimes it can hurt a loved one, and there are many reasons. In a society where values and interests coexist, as long as you keep climbing forward, only by looking at the shortcomings at each stage can there be room for improvement. Celebrities, like mortals, have 3 provinces and bodies. There is no problem rushing to the other side. Out of the fire, Xiao Zhan fiercely seized the opportunity given by God. This year, compared with last year, there are more than 1.5 more time to show up. From tens of thousands of people beaten to hundreds of billions of pain, those suffering times, it is the most true gift in life. Guided by correct values, learn to retreat as progress. Humble. For vulgar culture, the content that is not readable can be directly ignored. To describe it as a hero of catastrophe, it is better to say that you love adventure, courageous and strategic. He knows right and wrong, and judges the key and the secondary. A few days ago, the headline of Overseas the Star, he made a special trip to expose his current commercial effects, at the same time, two-way praise, boasting the influence of personality to become the best moment for himself. Xiao Zhan has never forgotten the responsibility on his shoulders. Seriously filming the drama on the one hand, and teaching fans not to fight with the fan circle on the other. In the world where everything is resurrected, there are often incomprehensible things happening. For example, stigmatizing others, making charges, maliciously altering the beautiful image of celebrities. Use instigation, intimidation, and inducement to plunge young people into the abyss of crime. doing all scandals on the internet planet under the banner of freedom of speech. Xiao Zhan's remaining and ace turmoil is a good proof. Had it not been for his dissatisfaction and grumbling, how could he have today's glory? 2. Face up to the winners and losers, bravely resist, and do the opposite. The young man flew into his own field of vision. Don't do to others what you don't want to do, lest provoke some scum, just a little less trouble. At the end of the road, returning the same way is by no means a clever trick. The rice circle itself is not fair. This huge cage locks the happiness that celebrities deserve. Those who have the courage to fight are by no means ordinary people. They have brains. At an important stage, you can make a decisive choice. There is no distinction between black and white. Good and evil are indistinguishable. The sellers set up conflicting events one after another. Ordinary people who are as ordinary as dust are beyond the reach. Xiao Zhan's advantage is that he is not false and does not cover up his mistakes. Wrong is wrong. The big deal is all over again. In 2020, his pale experience is like Tang San on the Duluo continent. If you want to practice good kung fu, you must have the instinct to reshape yourself. Thanks to the kindness of time, the strength of the righteous knights, he escaped from adversity. The case of getting out of trouble is worthy of admiration, and his career has reached a new stage. High personality, respect for opponents, admire every predecessor who cooperates. In the circle of the core of winning or losing, Xiao Zhan has done his affection and righteousness. A rational view of being consumed by extremism. Step by step out of the predicament, ignore prejudice, gradually improve communication skills and increase the number of operations. On 8.4, Jade Bone Remote was finished, and a small composition was updated. On the eve of the Chinese Valentine's Day on August 3, in cooperation with the opening of the small stove, a new product promotional video was sent. On August 19, we updated the accumulated old photos, 3 landscape pictures and 1 faced photo. There is never a gap between the foreign culture and the local culture, and likes are written on the face. The identity of the actor has increased the perception of the outside world. The legendary epic that broke the world has added to the doting of overseas Chinese to him. This man never discarded what he thought. Slowly, popularity rises and popularity rises. When September is approaching, new news about rest of life dominates the screen. Reach the grand occasion. This glory belongs to Xiao Zhan, belongs to every sentient being who protects him and protects the 3 views. 3. Shahong has something to say. With a long-term vision, the mood is the cleanest. Let literature gradually become narrow, and the circles despisely and to disappear, it's almost impossible. The icing on the cake, we can fully trust what we should trust. To meet market changes with a steady heart, face the storm of life with a fearless spirit. I wish Xiao Zhan a better next stop.